Life is worth losing. Losing your life is an amazing and beautiful thing. If you're watching this video from the afterlife, then just remember this. I'm jealous of you and I wish I was in your position. I'm tired of dealing with the things I've been dealing with. It's time for me to advance and to move up in this world and to go somewhere better. And that somewhere better does not involve planet Earth at all. Not even a little. No planet Earth, no stupid humanity, no stupid Milky Way galaxy. None of this bullshit, bro. I'm done with it. Time for me to move on and go somewhere better. The reason death exists and the reason that life is not permanent is because this life that we're living in is fucking hell and it's torture, and whatever created us, whether it's a being or the universe, or we were just randomly created for no reason, or whether aliens created us, or whether we evolved from apes, it doesn't matter what happened. Life has always, this life that we live has always been temporary, because no matter what position you're in, no matter how good you think you have it, no matter how much money you have, no matter how many bitches you have, no matter how big your house is, no matter how many cars you have, no matter how big your pool is, no matter what is going on in your life, you are suffering and dealing with hell. You're just numb to it and you're unaware, which is how we're supposed to be. It's not like I'm saying being numb and unaware is a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, because you're just doing the best you can in this life until you move up and you ascend into somewhere better, wherever that may be. But yeah, guys, life is worth losing. Remember that winners are not afraid of death and losers want to live forever. Always remember that. Winners don't care about dying. In fact, some of them want to die. Meanwhile, losers are scared of dying and they're worried that the next life they go to will be worse than this one, which there's no way that's possible. We'll never experience anything worse than this that we're dealing with right now. So good thing is we're getting it out of the way and we don't have to deal with it again in the future. So yeah, thankfully, when I'm laying in my coffin, all relaxed and peaceful and just zenned out and just fucking stoned as fuck on that cannabis, I'll be telling myself, damn, I dodged a bullet. Oh, man. I dodged a bullet by not making it another day in this hellhole. Instead, I get to rest inside my beautiful coffin and I get to be at peace. It's not worth it, guys. Whether it's family problems, relationship problems, friendship problems, work-related problems, school-related problems, the bullshit in life just keeps mounting it on top of each other, and it just keeps adding up, and it just keeps increasing in value. It's fucking annoying and pathetic, man. The more time passes, the less I give a fuck, and the more grateful I become for my tomb, and the more grateful I become for my gravesite and for my funeral. Just wow, man. After all the bullshit I've dealt with, whether it's with my family or with my friends or with women or with coworkers or with classmates, like it's fucking stupid and idiotic and retarded, and all this bullshit is just superficial garbage around us that's made to make us want to take our own lives, and it's working, because look how many people in this world are suicidal and depressed and anxious and worried and traumatized and just totally detached or dissociated from reality and from people. It's the state of mental illness in this world has never been worse than it is right now in 2024. It's never been worse. It doesn't matter that humans back then didn't have advanced medicine and didn't have advanced technology. Who gives a fuck about that shit, man? None of that matters. What matters is that people were happier and life was shorter back then, which is amazing. That's what we need. We don't need to live these long, painful, miserable lives. when we're already past our expiration date and our prime is well beyond, way past us. We don't need to be living if we don't want to. And life is just one fucking pathetic mess after another. It's a fucking failed abortion. And that's all that needs to be said about life. Fucking failed abortion. Fucking piece of shit. Like, come on, man. You guys don't know how much worse life would be if there were none of the good things that we're experiencing in our lives right now. We all have different good things we're experiencing in our lives right now. You know, all our experiences are different. All our life experiences are different. All our personal situations and our circumstances are different. So none of us can relate to each other in a way which is good, because we all need to have different lives from each other. But one thing we can all relate on together is that life is not something that needs to just keep going on forever and ever. Whether it's you dying or humanity going extinct or whatever happens, just be happy that your life is over and that there's one less suffering soul out there. Whether it's you, your friend, whether it's you, a friend, a family member, it doesn't matter who they are. Whenever they're dead, don't feel bad for them. Just be happy that they've lost all their stress and anxiety and all their burdens and all the pressure that this world comes with. Now they're just resting and they're happy. They're at peace. They've never known anything better than that. Nothing in this life, for the most part, will be as satisfying as laying in a coffin. Almost nothing ever will be. Some things for sure will, like, for example, sex and romance. Those things are for sure known to help. But those two are some of the few things in this world that actually feel as good as death. But yeah, man, I mean, for the most part, having an orgasm is really one of the few things in life that brings me joy. And watching videos of naked women fingering each other and watching giant titties being fucked by a massive penis. Seeing things like this in life make me happy and remind me that there's people out there that are going after what they want in life and they're getting the things that they want, which is orgasms and fuck fests and orgy sessions and threesomes and 9 ways and whatever the case is, man. Fuck, man. I can't wait for the end to just come already. Life is worth losing. Life is worth forgetting about. Life is worth throwing in the trash. Trust me, guys, it's not worth it to remember anything in this life for the most part. The only things that matter are good things, and they're not that common. So yeah, just remember, don't worry about dying. The reason you're going to die one day is because your body and your mind and your soul know that dying is the only way to give you peace. So they're going to give out on you one day, and they're just going to give up supporting you and taking care of you. And that will lead you to your heaven. No more dealing with toxic family members. No more dealing with stupid jobs that you don't want to go to. No more dealing with deadlines that you don't want to try to meet. No more interacting with people you don't want to talk to. No more relationship problems. No more friendship problems. No more health problems. No more terminal illnesses. No more mental illnesses. No more physical disabilities to deal with. All this shit goes away when you're dead. And you're just happy. And, you know, when you die, you're like, damn, why couldn't I have just been dead this whole time? Like, come on, man. Like, did I really need to be born and then die again? Like, think about it. Like, is there really a point? Like, what are we going to get from this life? I mean, not much, really. We're for sure going to get a lot of pain and suffering and misery and disappointment. Those are all guaranteed. But everything else is random and nothing else is promised, or nothing should be expected. Definitely remember that. Nothing is guaranteed and nothing should be expected from this life except pain, misery, torture, and disappointment, and just you know, this life is an unrelenting piece of shit, and it's a negative force that tries to take all the good that is in humanity and from living beings in general, whether they're humans or whatever living being you are. Oh, yeah, the afterlife is waiting for us, guys. Our next lives are going to be so much better than this one, and we don't need to worry a bit. I'm not worried one tiny little bit at all about the afterlife being worse than what this current life is. So I want you guys to remember that. Don't worry about anything. You dying is going to be nothing but good for you. You'll be happy when all this bullshit is over and your eyes are closed and your hands are on your chest folded together and you're just lying down in your beautiful coffin 6 feet underground. You know, you'll be teleported to another world. Meanwhile, your corpse just stays there and gets eaten by worms. You know, your spirit's just going to ascend somewhere better. You're going to find better people to be around. You're going to find a better environment to be in. You're going to find a better world to live in. All this will come to us in the afterlife. It will not come to us in this world. So all we can do is wait until we die, whether it's, you know, of old age or whether one day we get hit by a car, we get shot in the head, we get ripped apart by hyenas. It doesn't matter what happens. Just wait for the day you die. Just wait for it, relax, do your thing until the day comes that this life decides that you're done and your time here is up. Just do your best to survive and cope. Do your best to make yourself happy. Do your best to satisfy yourself and find pleasure in life. And remember that no matter how good you have it, this life is not worth keeping. It's definitely worth losing.